The road to Pro Bowling's first major championship of 2022 continues with two former Players of the Year. The fiery Sean Rash and the always powerful E.J. Tackett. Will one of these two future Hall of Famers move on to the national finals of the PBA Players Championship? Find out next. We welcome you to day 2 of the PBA season in our continuing coverage of the Players Championship. 25 of the best bowlers in the world are here in Texas for our regional championships. Now, yesterday, Graham Thaw won the East region. The Hall of Famer, Tommy Jones, he claimed the South. Today, 2 more regions in our focus. The Southwest later tonight, but we begin in the Midwest, and we begin with these 5 finalists, and we say welcome to the big show, Bailey Maverick. Yeah, Mav is going to have to fight from the 5-hole and get past 2 future Hall of Famers in E.J. Tackett and your #1 seed, Sean Rash, as we welcome you to the beginning of 4 straight hours of live PBA coverage for you this Sunday. 2 more coming your way on Monday. Rob Stone, the Hall of Famer. Randy Peterson back here with you, and the regional winners move on to next Saturday's PBA Players Championship show live in primetime here on FS1. Again, we got 4 hours. We kick off hour #1 in the Midwest, and let's start right on top. Sean Rash, this is a young man who dominated at the collegiate level with Wichita State University, dominated with Team USA, and really has dominated, put together a beautiful PBA career as well.
He really has. I mean, it's Hall of Fame credentials all the way down the board. I mean, if you look at what he's done, it's 17 titles, 2 majors. But you know what, Rob? He's been battling a back issue. The good news for Sean Rash is that he only has to bowl and win 1 game to advance. And also, to go with that, remember, no 1 seed has lost here at the Players this week.
And by the way, as you just heard, he still spits fire.
Yeah, he's still got some fire in his belly. Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's transition to E.J. Tackett right now. A beautiful career already, for sure, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at the last couple of years on the singles circuit, you say, wow, made a lot of TV shows, but just a slew of 2nd and 3rd place finishes, still looking for his first singles title in a couple years.
Well, if you watch that last hit that he just got, and then this one here, the messenger, you know, he's getting those hits when he's winning. When he's not winning, his ball's not striking when it hits the pocket. And then he has, on occasion, has the propensity to make a bad shot in crucial moments. There's no doubting E.J. Tackett's talent. Let's make that clear. What the question is will he strike today when his ball does hit the pocket, and can he avoid those big mistakes?
Let's take a look at our stepladder final, and we will see E.J. Tackett in our 2nd match, but we've got 2 fresh faces dueling next. You have your reigning Rookie of the Year in Matthew Russo and Bailey Maverick, Mav, who's competing in his first PBA Tour national event. Both of them standing by with our Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Rob. So, Matthew, let's start with you. Congratulations, you just won the 2021 Rookie of the Year in December. So let's talk about the motivation that helped you coming into the season.
Yeah, you know, it just made me believe that I can be out here, that I got the confidence in the game to win, and glad to be on the show today.
Now that we got the business side done, can I ask about this jersey? Is it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Been 11 months since I was a kid. Michelangelo, orange, my favorite color. So why not sport my favorite action figure while I'm on tour today? And I got 2 cousins in the crowd who are wearing turtle shirts today, so looking for a lot of stripes out and pizza eaten after.
I love the originality. Good luck to you today.
Thank you.
Bailey, you just got your pro card this month, and you came out swinging. You made your first national television telecast. So let's talk about how that has helped you and what you're going to focus on today.
So my plan is to focus on my spares, because if you can hit what's in front of you, you can hit you can do it with your first ball, you can do it with your spare ball.
Absolutely. That's a good way to think about it. Good luck to you today.
Thank you.
All right, Kimberly, thank you. We take a look at your odds to win provided by Fox Bet. This is the head-to-head matchup. Maverick plus 175, but the odds to win the Midwest region, Sean Rash, your 1 seed, your odds-on favorite. He's at minus 150. Again, all those odds provided by our good partner at Fox Bet Sportsbook. So, They're going to bowl when we come back, and I'm going to tell you I'm already upset with Mav. Do you know why?
You're going to tell us when we come back.
Yeah, he failed me already. Welcome back to the 2022 PBA Players Championship. This is your Midwest Region Finals. Take a look at the top 10. Our guy Smalls just missed out at number 6. Chris Prather at 8. Ronnie Russell at 10. Top 5 on today's show. We start with Russo and Maverick.
Bowling out of Pinheads in Fishers, Indiana, Bailey Maverick.
Doesn't turn 23 until the end of the month. Just got his PBA card. Looking for advice. Everybody pass on to him. First time on TV, it's just bowling, man. But people are there.
Ouch. You know, they've thrown a lot at this young man in a very short period of time. And in his interview with Kimberly, I thought he looked a little nervous. And rightly so. I mean, this setting can be a little unnerving.
Again, 2 different oil patterns. We'll talk about that in a moment. And there's a lot to handle for being a 22-year-old. Your first time on the tour. You make a show. Here come the bright lights. Here come family members. Here comes you and I yapping about them. Talked about the importance of hitting your spares to Kimberly, and he does just that to open things up.
He rolls out of Stars and Strikes at Scott Air Force Base in Illinois, Matt Russo.
Yeah, cool story. Lives in Fairview Heights, Illinois, about 20 minutes from St. Louis. Also 20 minutes away, Scott Air Force Base. He got to know the manager there, Gary Groberman. During the pandemic, not a lot of places to bowl. Gary said, come on in, use our facility. Saved him from not bowling for a long time. So Scott Air Force Base, another big shout out to you guys. Thank you. Lefty two-hander. 247 he leaves behind.
Well, I think what's really interesting about this matchup is you have 2 two-handers, one righty, one lefty. One player doesn't put his thumb in the ball, and Matt Russo does. And I think it's a great story that he told us was that, well, I use my thumb, and if I want to get around the ball more, I make it tighter. I make the thumb hole tighter, and if I want to roll it more, I make the thumb hole looser.
Nice cover. So a pair of spares to fire things up. 3rd year on the tour, 25 years old. First 2 years, he said, man, I was just learning. And what I learned was everybody out here is really good. I got to stay patient and have to have a strong mental game.
Purple hammer for him on the left lane. And like Rob said, 2 different patterns, 2 different bowling balls for Matthew Russo. Ooh, good break. This one's going to cut through the heart, and he gets away with one here, only leaving that pin right there, the 2 pin.
Two-pin drop 97% of the time on the tour. Russo takes care of that one. Spare shooting wins tournaments. You mentioned that to Kimberly. You mentioned that to us when we talked to him earlier in the week. All right, now here's Bailey Maverick, and I'm disappointed in Mav.
What happened?
Well, listen, your nickname is Mav.
Yeah.
Right? He should have come out in a military jumper, Ray-Bans on, tanned, playing some beach volleyball before he came out here onto the lanes. He should know better than that.
Shot. All right, we talked about the dual oil patterns. Let's take a look, Rob. And there's the new Max oiling machine going down the lane. And here are your 2 patterns, 39 feet chameleon break point about right there, and 45-foot dragon break point's going to be farther in, and the way you get to those spots, you'll see the players opening up this right lane a little bit more and a little bit straighter on the left because of the longer pattern.
On the dragon.
It's not very good.
Significant difference in rev rate for these players. We'll show you Matthew Russo's when he comes up next. This ball goes just a little bit long, comes in late, and a little unlucky leaving both the 8 and the 10.
It was a tough one to clean up.
Yeah, like I can't remember the last time anyone made an 8-10 on television.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
0.1% is not good, Randy, according to my math. Goes after the 10, drops that, open frame here in the third. So Maverick, spare, strike, open frame, takes a seat. The Rookie of the Year pops up.
Well, that looked like my grade point average, 0.01.
Fat, drunk, and stupid's no way to go through life, son.
I've been told that before.
Strike number 1 for the Rookie of the Year, Matthew Russo.
All right, and this is how you take advantage of an opening given to you by your opponent. Nice shot there by Matthew Russo.
Did you hear who his role model was? Not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, by the way.
Who is it?
PB3.
Parker Bone III. I mean, that's a great role model to have. I mean, what an outstanding human being and one of the best bowlers ever.
Yep, bingo. Back to back jacks.
About 100 RPMs different between the two players, but it doesn't matter. Matthew on top by 21 with a big double right there.
Now a little early pressure here on Mav. Off that open frame in the third.
Uh-oh.
Messenger! No!
Mav also using a purple hammer on that right lane. And you can see the ball just coming in late.
I mean, the silence in this facility almost unnerving, waiting for him to hit that spare shot.
Tell you what, though, I mean, he's not throwing it too bad.
Yeah.
Solid 9 in the first, strike in the second, and then kind of unlucky in the third. Leaves that half 10 there.
Good crowd on hand tonight here.
Really good.
Euless Bolero. Another 2 more hours coming your way Monday night. Love to have our fans in here. Love to see those signs, by the way. I think the PBA is buying rounds of drinks if you bring a sign in. Is that, did I hear that right today?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I saw that. Or maybe it was your tab. I can't remember, but it was somebody's tab was buying somebody.
How far right that was, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Profile for Matthew Russo. See how straight-legged he gets right here? It just goes to show you that there's not just one way to throw a bowling ball, whether it's with one hand or two.
5 down, we begin the 6th. Russo up 3-3. Hellbone!
That's how you go to break. Get that crowd in it, get that ham bone, start extending that lead, getting a little more comfortable as the reigning Rookie of the Year.
How about that trip 4-6-10 on the way out?
Yep. Leaned over late. Coming up next, learn why Mav had to become a two-handed bowler when our coverage of the PBA Players Championship returns. We welcome you back to Euless, Texas. Bolero here in Euless. PBA Players Championship rolling on. It's the Midwest Region Finals. 4 hours of live PBA coverage here for you tonight on FS1. We'll have the Southwest region after this. And then tomorrow night, Jason Belmonte is back, baby. And he is part of the West region. This match number 1 from the Midwest. Bailey Maverick down 43 in his first ever telecast, just a few days shy of his 23rd birthday.
I mean, obviously, the nerves have gotten to Bailey Maverick, and he's not executing shots. And now facing even a bigger deficit.
Yeah.
Trying to convert the washout.
Again, if he came out in the camo jumper, things would have been better. The Ray-Bans on, right? Maybe a little shirtless beach volleyball, Mav. Come on, Mav.
All right, so I would have gone with the sunglasses, and like a really tight white T-shirt.
Or come rolling in on a motorcycle. Come on, Mav. Mav misses that one. All right, well, the good news is, yes, he's young, Kimberly, but he's got wisdom on his side, and he reached out to some pretty high-level talent to get some advice on how to handle things here today.
It's actually paired with newly elected Hall of Famer Wes Malott during qualifying, and Bailey told me that he joked around with Wes the entire time. So Wes asked him, so why are you here and not out being a comedian? And Bailey's response was, because bowling is my day job.
Full-time gig for Bailey Maverick. By the way, congrats to the big nasty.
Yeah, congrats, Wes Malott. Yeah,
unanimous Hall of Famer. Come on, Mav, here in the 7th. There you go, kid. First strike since the second frame for Bailey Maverick. Wes Malott, unanimous Hall of Famer.
Yep.
I've got my vote.
You got mine.
Got yours, hence unanimous. Are you hosting the Hall of Fame ceremony this year?
I have not been
told
that yet.
All right. Well, maybe you are.
Are you?
I don't even know if I'm there. I don't know. I never know if I get the invite. You know, every once in a while I show up for those things.
Buddy,
I love them. They're fun. They're fun.
As long as I'm there, you're always invited.
Let's go. Let's go. Nothing like a Hall of Fame night. All right, Matthew Russo up 58. Pins, bends that one in. Gets the late drop for another strike. That is the Cinco. He just dropped the nickel, and we have ourselves a Pabst 6-pack alert. If Russo strikes here, he wins $1,000, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly. Did we crack open 4 6-packs last night?
We did.
So we had a case full of PBR 6-packs.
Is that a case?
Yeah. Yeah. What a great sponsor, by the way. PBR, so happy to have you with this family here.
Just seems like it fits perfectly.
For a $1,000 bonus. Nada. All right, that's all right. We're going to add $500 to the jackpot, which will keep building until someone cashes in on the Pabst Blue Ribbon 6-pack. Still a little early to crack open a 6-pack. Well, maybe not.
What's the saying? It's noon somewhere?
It's noon somewhere, my friend.
You know, right now, just convert the 2-4-7, maintain that huge lead, and just fill frames.
Yeah,
I mean,
just stay clean, right?
And then you get your consolation prize is, I think you get the take on
Tackett.
Tackett. Yeah.
Yeah, have that one. Nice cover. He's really never been in huge problems. Yeah, he's got a couple, 7 spares. Things have worked out his way. Obviously, Maverick's, jitters and struggles here have made it a little bit easier for him. All right, so Maverick got a little momentum back in the camp. Strike there in the 7th. Let's see what we can do here in the 8th.
Better.
Much better. 2 in a row for Mav. Coming your way. I was talking to my, can I name drop for just a moment?
Sure.
Because I name drop, you a lot with my friend.
I'm sure you do.
My guys, Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, they're going to be there.
No way.
Yeah, talked to them today. All right, Mav.
There you go. Make it respectable, Mav.
Mav with a low flyover there with the 3 strikes right now. He's still in control. Russo with strikes, 3rd through the 7th. A 7 spare in the 8th. Here he is in the 9. Gets another strike.
Yeah, you got that one in a little bit in the held pocket nicely.
Yeah, you see the smile, right?
Yep.
This one not mathematically done yet. Awfully close, though. And our engineers over there at Fox Bet,
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep. They're tabulating the odds as we speak right now. They are getting ready for our next match. Russo and Tackett. We're going to have the Fox Bet odds for you as soon as Matthew wraps this one up. And that'll do it.
And that's enough, man. Russo.
So Matthew Russo does get the win. So Russo moves on to take on your 3-seed EJ Tackett. And just like that, our friends at Fox Bet fired off the odds to win. And EJ Tackett, comfortable favorite. Russo cleans that one up. He's got one more shot to go. EJ Tackett, your 3-seed. AJ Johnson, your 2-seed. And Sean Rash, your number 1 seed. Want to remind you later, it's the Southwest Region Finals. An international field. Lavoie, Quintero, Barrett, and a couple young Americans. Brad Miller, Kyle Sherman, best buds, dueling it out in the Southwest. But that's in about an hour and a half from now. Still plenty more from the Midwest here. And Russo done with a 235.
I think I can go back left with that one.
That's what I think too.
There's still something to play for here if you're Mav.
Yeah.
According to my math.
Talking about a 6-pack.
Yeah, we could still open a PBR 6-pack. Come on, Bailey. There you go. It gets us a ham bone. Hey, your first ham bone on national television. You always remember your first ham bone, don't you, Randy?
You do, yes. I remember mine. It was with you about, I don't know, 12 or 13 years ago.
It's in Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee. At Brewer Stadium.
At Brewer Stadium,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. If I'm not mistaken, PA won that
I think he
event, Patrick Allen?
did.
You know what? If he didn't, let's just say he did, because we
Okay.
love some PA shouts. 5 in a row, all right. Here we go, Mav, let's make some extra cash. We have ourselves a Pabst 6-pack alert. If Maverick strikes here, he wins it now $1,500, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly. Come on, crack open that 6-pack, kid.
Oh, no.
Yeah! All right, we're going to add another $500 to the jackpot. The kitty grows to $2,000. And we're going to keep building it until somebody cashes in on the Pabst Blue Ribbon 6-pack alert. All right, Tackett, Russo, your next match. EJ Tackett up next. Plenty of close calls, but no wins since 2019 on the single circuit. Can he change that in Texas? Our coverage of the PBA Players Championship started yesterday. Graham Fa, your East Region winner. Lefty looked good out there. So did the Hall of Famer Tommy Jones. Just kind of continued to breeze through the South Region. He took care of another Hall of Famer, Norm Duke. So 3 spots left to be filled. 2 of them will be determined today. The Midwest coming up momentarily, which we're in the midst of right now. The Southwest later tonight. And tomorrow, the West takes action again, all leading up to the PBA Players Championship Finals coming your way next Saturday, 8:30 Eastern, right here on FS1.
So here are your current Kia playoff standings entering the day of the PBA Players Championship presented by Snickers. Players earn points throughout the season, and the top 16 all advance to compete at the Kia PBA playoffs starting in April. You see a lot of level points right now, to be expected. Things will start separating themselves as we continue our way through the season. The U.S. Open lurking in the next couple weeks in Indianapolis as well. Rob Stone, the Hall of Famer Randy Peterson, back here with you. Coming up next, the E.J. Tackett. We talked about it in the pregame. Hasn't won a singles title in a couple years. A lot of second place finishes and third place finishes, but not that breakthrough moment. Why do you think that is?
Again, like I said in the Open, I think that it's just bad pin carry and then an occasional bad shot. I remember shows where he would throw a shot and he would come back and go, oh my God, where did that come from? So again, I mean, he's got to execute this dual pattern that we're using here at the Players is tough, and you have to execute. And he's great at that when he's on. When he's off, he does what I usually do and miss a lot. So get his ball to go through the pins the right way, make good shots, and he'll be just fine.
He's got Matthew Russo next. Russo, a 26-pin winner, and Kimberly standing by with your 3-seed, E.J. Tackett.
Thanks, Rob. So, EJ, when we talked to you in pre-show interviews, Rob had asked you, what are your goals for the season? And you confidently said, well, every year, winning player of the year is your goal. So what are you going to focus on today to put you on the path to making that happen?
Well, obviously, I got to go out and make good shots. Just watch Matt bowl a really good game, so I don't expect it to be easy. Just go out there, bowl the best that I can, and hopefully get this year started off the correct way. I've done a pretty good job of that so far, just making the show. So try to keep rolling them good and see if we can come away with the win today.
All right, well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Tackett's won 14 tour titles and 2 majors, trying to add to those totals next. It's Tackett and Russo coming up next here at the PBA Players Championship as you take a look at the odds to win in this next match, courtesy of Fox Bet. Welcome back to Bolero in Euless. E.J. Tackett, Matt Russo, your 3v4 matchup coming up next here at the Midwest Region Finals of the PBA Players Championship. Russo took care of Bailey Maverick, 235-209, had 6 total strikes in that one, including 5 in a row. The winner of match number 2 set to take on the athletic A.J. Johnson. Last year's Rookie of the Year on the tour, just 25 years old, lives just outside St. Louis, does the majority of his bowling at Scott Air Force Base. Starts on the left lane, which has that 45-foot dragon oil pattern. Great start for Russo.
Rolling out of EZ Bowl in Bluffton, Indiana, this is E.J. Tackett.
Just 29 years old, 10th year on the tour for Tackett. Did the drive down with A.J. Johnson, who he would meet if he wins this match. Take a look at his arsenal. There's that power game of Tackett. 470 on the RPM meter. Almost 20 miles an hour down lane. Tackett, we were watching him, Randy, during warm-ups. Spent a lot of his time on the right lane searching for the right ball. It worked on the right lane, and the left side, maybe a little bit more to be desired. 5 of his 6 practice shots came on that right lane.
And which lane did he pick to finish on? Left lane.
Well, if you watched us yesterday, you know how much difficulty that right lane gave many of our competitors, particularly early on in each competition.
And Russo sliding over to that right lane right now. Again, the right lane with the shorter chameleon oil pattern, just 39 feet compared to the 45 of the Dragon on the left. Oh, left the 7.
A little soft 7 there for Matthew. But a nice opener for him, don't you think? I mean, pretty smooth little 235 with a 5-bagger mixed in there.
You know, I think the nerves of Mav helped ease that competition a little bit for him as well. But you're right, he looked in control, looked smooth, looked comfortable out here. And again, that's the rookie of the year, right? This is the next step.
Right.
Your rookie of the year, you had some good marks, maybe made some shows, you got some attention. But now, all right, look, you're no longer a rook. Let's see what you're made of. Full time, bends that one in.
Now, Rob, I want you to watch the Matthew Russo puts his fingers in the ball. I mean, he literally buries them to almost the second knuckle and makes that grip look like it's conventional. Watch this. Working that chamois to get all that oil off. Now watch how far he digs those fingers. Great shot by our crew right there. Look at that. I mean, it almost looks like it's a conventional grip.
To each their own, right? Find what works for you.
Absolutely.
Messenger cuts the venture down to the 7-pin short, goes into the pit.
Well, ball's just not going through the pins hard enough.
Yeah, second straight frame, he leaves that 7-pin.
Watch this, another soft 7. The 4-pin goes into the gutter and just lays there. Yeah, good cover. So let's see what EJ does on this right lane. He struck in the first, he just flushed it. And I think he's using the same ball in both lanes like Tommy Jones did yesterday.
And Tommy was the only one yesterday of our 10 bowlers who did just that.
Yep. Boy, and I mean, that's kind of what I was talking about. I mean, that shot actually looked really good out of his hand. And you look at strike track, and it's almost the same line.
Things like that start playing with your head, right? They start getting in there, questioning that self-doubt. I mean, that one was through the nose.
Yeah. I mean, in a one-game match, it's just so hard to overcome stuff like that.
Yeah, open frame. Tackett with an 8 in the third. Started with a strike, then went 9 spare, now an open frame. And he's down 15.
Rob, I'm being told by Strike Track now in the numbers that that shot was just a little bit inside and slower. So that slower speed.
How much slower?
About 1.5 miles. Much better shot. You can see
that didn't look slower, did it?
That was much more direct, though. On the longer pattern, you can't really open up the lane like you can on the right. So it was much more direct, and it was perfect in the pocket. But he has to figure out what to do on the right lane, whether it's to move in farther or just make sure he doesn't get soft.
So 2 strikes for Tackett. He takes a seat. Russo pops up here to close out the 4th. So he's got a couple strikes now to bookend a pair of 9 spares.
Did you hear what he said, though, when he let go of it? Oh, Jesus.
Maybe he's a religious man.
This is really, Rob? It's because he didn't like it. He threw it bad and it struck.
It's Sunday. What do you want, man?
You know what? That's a good point.
He really closes off that body on the approach, doesn't he?
Stands up on it.
Yeah.
It's his style. It works.
And it's worked on the last 2 shots. Back-to-back jacks for Russo. 3 total strikes. Yeah, mom and dad. Yeah, mom and dad in the house. Maria and Tom. Yeah, wave. Yeah, you can do it. I'm waving back at you.
Dad looks like a guy that you don't want to owe money to.
You sound familiar with that dilemma.
I've been there before, yeah.
Oh, man. So Tackett starting to figure things out now. That's a pair for him. So he's bouncing back well after that open frame in the 3rd with a pair of strikes. Slides over to the left lane now. And the longer oil pattern.
That last shot on the right lane, just a little farther right.
Messenger went flying in front of the 10.
Thank you very little. I mean, look at the Messenger come that far in front. And again, it's what we talked about. It's the one errant shot and then some bad carry.
Yep.
Far from over, though.
Bam, hammers that one into the pit. So his second 9 spare. 5.5 frames done. Tackett and Russo, and the reigning Rookie of the Year looking to make it 2 wins here today at the PBA Players Championship Midwest Region Finals. Back at Bolero Euless, and our coverage of the PBA Players Championship continues a little bit later here on FS1. The Southwest Regional Final. 4 nations represented on that one. Francois Lavoie, the Canadian, plus a couple of Americans, Kyle Sherman, Brad Miller. Did you see the T-shirt that's floating around about their showdown? They're the 5 and 4 seeds.
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
We have sent our fashion director, Kimberly Pressler, out to locate that T-shirt and show it to the nation.
Okay.
Ahead of that show.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So stick around.
I will.
It's a pretty good T-shirt. I hope they have one in a medium.
Is that your size?
It has become my size, I've noticed. Yeah. Russo up 16. Here he is in the 6th.
Can make it 26 and 36 with 2 more. Oh, man. He's having a...
Yeah, that 7-pin is...
Yeah, he's going to get a divorce from the 7-pin really, really quick. Well, it started out as weak 7s, and now it's a ringing 7. And when that kind of stuff starts to happen, that's not a good spot to be in.
No. Oh, he missed it. Remember this one. Oh, boy.
Yep.
He had been curving them in, and again, this is me, not you. This is me. I'd been nervous watching those attacks on the 7-pins the first couple times he's had it. He got him, but something didn't look right, and that one obviously got away from him. And an open frame in the 6th, and E.J. Tackett is right back in it.
Let's see how it affects this shot.
Again, the 7-pin.
So the 7-pin stuff that's happening now, I think has to be about carry down. So
Four times he's left it.
Well, but you know, there's 2 flat 7s to start, and then the 2 ringing 7s back to back. And I think it's because of carry down. Those urethane balls pulling the oil down towards the pins, and all of a sudden his ball's pushing down just a hair longer, and he's leaving the corners.
So how do you solve that?
Maybe get a little softer with your ball speed.
Missed it last time. No missing this one. Drops that one into the pit. Head to PBA.com right after the show. Subscribe to the PBA YouTube channel for the PBA post show. New this year. We're going to have interviews. We're going to wrap up the day's action. Randy might or might not provide some analysis. It'll be a complete wrap up of tonight's 4 hours of action.
All right, let's see if EJ can take advantage of that.
Down 3. Hello, strike.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Don't give a future Hall of Famer an opening like that.
So you see Matthew Russo's rev rate. There's EJ's rev rate at 466 with his thumb in it because of the unique action that he's able to put on it. I mean, I think pound for pound, the strongest strike ball out on the PBA tour. You look at his size and what he's able to do to that bowling ball.
Oh, it does get there in a hurry. It's late for dinner every time. And it is sprinting home. And just like that, Tackett takes the lead.
This is a beauty right here, and this is what all great champions do. They figure out a way, and they take full advantage of an opening given to them.
Curls that one in really nicely.
Yeah, you're not going to leave a 7-pin hitting it there. That was pretty much stuffed into the 1-2 pocket.
His 4th strike of this match. Russo had 6 total in his opening win over Bailey Maverick. Foundation frame 9th. 7 pins separating these two.
Well, he got 7s out that time.
Double back at you.
So the move was he actually moved left and squared the lane up a little bit. Right back in it. Can EJ answer? He's got to keep pressure on the rookie.
3 in a row for Tackett.
Well, that'll keep pressure on the rookie of the year for sure. And he regains the lead with that hit. EJ now cannot be shut out. He needs 2 strikes and 4 to advance to take on AJ Johnson. Keep it in front of you.
Oh, come on, 7. Really? Really?
Just what I said.
Stupid 7-pin this match, huh? Just a mean, nasty old 7-pin. Weebling and wobbling, not falling down.
Just a massive messenger 10 in the...
Tackett
Hung in
jumped on him.
He hung in there.
Yeah, I give him credit. Mom and Dad in the crowd watching. There's Tackett. This is a big shot. Pures at 212 in the books. But a strike in 9 will win it. Clutch. That is clutch.
Just enough to bump the 7 out.
Oh, look at Mom. Look how excited she is. Dad trying to contain that smile. Just needs 9 pins, and he moves on. Maria can't even watch. Oh, Dad's even dipping his head for a second. Just needs 9 to move on to the semis of the Midwest. He's not a rookie anymore.
Impressive.
He is way calmer right now than mom and dad, right? Just needed 9, gets all 10 right here. The satisfying moment of the match brought to you by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers. And, oh, by the way, oh, no, I'm sorry, my math was bad. I thought he was lurking on a 6-pack and said it'll just be a 5-pack. He'll take it. He doesn't even need it. 223.
Great finish.
223, 212. Fox bet. What do you have to say about this one? A.J. Johnson plus 100. Matthew Russo minus 125. Bet against Matthew Russo at your own peril. Coming up next, the powerful and athletic A.J. Johnson. Is he the best player on the tour without a title?
Maybe.
There's a look at your 1 seed in the Midwest, Sean Rash, getting in his practice strokes. He's got the winner of A.J. Johnson and Matthew Russo coming up here at the PBA Players Championship. Our live coverage continuing from Bolero Euless. Beautiful facility here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Got a couple more hours of live coverage here. If you're in the area, come on out. Love to have you join us for live bowling. We also got 2 more hours coming your way tomorrow night. Take a look at the updated stepladder from here in the Midwest. And your 4 seed, Matthew Russo, with 2 wins already. But up next, that guy. I mean, that's like one of those dudes you send off the bus first. You ever heard of that term? Right, you roll into town and you send out the biggest, burliest, nastiest, athletic-looking dude off the bus first. So the other team is looking at him and going like, oh, that's how the day's going to be, that guy, right? So if I'm driving the PBA bus, I'm thinking, A.J. Johnson, you're first off, and you send a message, man.
Oh, yeah, I love it. What a great athlete, though, right?
And a good dude, too.
Yeah, he is.
Had fun. We had fun with him a couple months ago at the CP3 Invitational down there at Bolero Gilbert in Arizona.
Yeah.
It was his first time competing in this tournament. Was with the Hall of Famer T.O. And they won it. You know, 2 dudes who had no problem lifting that trophy over their head.
That thing is heavy.
Yeah, let me tell you, you and I needed a forklift to get that one going. Here's the updated odds from Fox Bet. AJ plus 100. Matt minus 125. How about the mustache on AJ's coach over there from Motive?
Yeah. Brett Spangler.
Man, that is next level.
That is like full-blown caterpillar. You ever seen those big black hairy caterpillars?
Yeah. That caterpillar's on the juice, man.
Oh yeah.
Is it good? Okay. What's up? Oh, yeah.
Make sure we're not covering it.
Okay.
All right, so there's Matthew Russo, the 4 seed, again, the reigning Rookie of the Year. Mom, Maria, Dad, Tom in attendance. AJ might have just broken his hand right there on that handshake. All right, I'm officially on the AJ Johnson train this season. I don't know why, I just got a feeling that this is that breakout year for him. But he's got to get by Russo here.
Overcome all those 7 pins and an open frame and still got by E.J. Tackett. Yep.
He rolls out of Parkside Lanes in Aurora and Foxbowl in Wheaton, Illinois, A.J. Johnson.
Said to us he wants to utilize more of his athletic background, a 3-sport guy, all 4 years in high school, football, baseball, basketball, got bowling started at his high school, Oswego High School. Go Panthers. There's his arsenal. Stupid 7-pin.
Used to say that about that other corner pin.
Yep, I hate them both equally.
See this athletic move we talk about, that great knee bend there. Look at that upper body just tilted to the right. Trail leg goes to the left. And then the powerful release approaching almost 500 RPMs.
takes care of the spare shot. I asked it going to break, is he the best bowler on the tour without a title? The commissioner of the PBA, Tom Clark, was sitting up in our booth, heard me, and you and I were conversing about it. Tom's vote was yes.
I think so, too.
You agree?
Yeah.
See, he's got a six-pack of second-place finishes. Yet to get that elusive first title. It's happening this year. Might even happen at this tournament. Right through the nose. Yikes.
3, 4, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, get the ball the right side of that 3-pin, cut that 3-pin over into the 4-7. The ball will take out the 6 and the 10. Overcut it.
Really?
And an open frame.
Yep, just a little thin.
Not the start AJ wanted.
No.
Spare open frame. And some quick discussions with his reps. So an early opening for the 25-year-old, Matthew Russo. You know what I'm doing now when Matthew bowls?
What?
I'm not even watching the monitors. I'm not even watching the lane. I'm finding his mom in the crowd.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching her. And she tells me visually how the shot went. You'll watch her. She'll stand up, lean over, get the view. I love it. I love an engaged mom. So good. Out here cheering on her baby boy. So cool to see.
This young man bowled for Weber International in Florida.
Yeah.
They practice a lot at the Kegel Training Center. And
they were national champs 2019. He was a first-team All-American that year as well, and the Player of the Year. 10-pin. U.S. Amateur Champ in 2017, Amateur Runner-Up in 2018, Rookie of the Year last year. All the credentials there to be that next kind of breakout star here on the tour.
Who was it that said yesterday? I think it was Tom Doherty. Great. All we need is another good lefty.
Yeah.
I think you're looking at one right here. He's just real under control, I think is the best way to describe it. You know what I mean? Not too jacked. Not too hyped.
His mom is.
His mom is.
His dad is in the crowd.
All right. How does AJ Johnson rebound from this?
Again, 9 spare and then an open frame to start for AJ. You have got to be kidding me. Second 7-pin, he's left. What does that tell you?
Well, that tells me that his ball's not going through the pins the right way. That was light and just didn't have enough to get all 10.
Squeezed into the skinny jeans a little bit on that one. Got the spare. The second 9 spare through 3 frames, and just like that, it is a 26-pin hole that AJ has dug himself. Here he is on that left lane, gets them all to go. His first strike here in the semis of the Midwest region.
AJ playing these 2 lanes, 7 different in terms of boards at the laydown. You can see how much deeper he is on that lane.
Russo jams those fingers in deep. Two-handed approach. Bam!
Yeah, that looked good as soon as he left his hand.
Again, Maria, how'd the shot go? Yep, good. Try it. Watch Maria on the shot.
All right, I'm going to try it.
Right
oh, yep, I see her. I see her. I'm just going to watch her. Dad's watching son. Mom's looking down lane. She's now looking at oh.
Yeah, Mom did not like
I
that
can't.
one.
I can't do that anymore. It didn't work for.
That was a
him
that was a
that time.
disapproving look. That was like somebody's coming in after curfew. I know that look. I deal with that on a regular basis at my house.
Did you not have street lights? Because that's when it was time to go home. Is when the street light came on.
Oh.
Yeah.
So 2-4-7 here. Attacking it from the left side a little bit easier.
No, it's
No.
no different than shooting a 3-6-10 for a righty.
Great. Covers that.
Big shot here for
Yeah,
AJ.
needs some momentum, right? Got the strike in the fourth, his first of this match.
Yep.
He's down 26, can't wait too long. Back-to-back jacks. I think somebody went over there and mugged that 7-pin, by the way. All right, this beer frame sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Grabst a Pabst today, and please drink responsibly. Love a good PBR beer frame. Fifth frame, of course, always a beer frame. Trying to make it 3 in a row. Tighten this matchup. Stand-up triple for AJ.
It's back. Right back in it. Hey, you know what? EJ, early January, went and got some help and worked with Mark Baker. If you want to know what they talked about, I'll let you know when we come back. What do you think?
Was it good?
It was really good.
All right, I'll stick around. I got nothing else to do.
Fantastic.
How about this match we got here, huh? 6 pins separating Russo and AJ Johnson.
Yeah, it got real interesting.
So Russo, strike, strike, 9 spare, strike, 7 spare. Here his offering in the 6th.
Shot. Yep. Yep. Out of commercial break and everything.
Yeah, that's not easy.
No.
Veterans still get stung by those long commercial breaks. Norm Duke was talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
So Russo up 6 pins. We're in the 7th. Can max with a 259. AJ Johnson, who's never won on the tour, this is his 8th year, can max with a 253. Russo on the left lane, dragon oil pattern. It's 45 feet long.
Get lucky.
Wow.
Staying up late to get lucky.
Sorry, what?
You don't know the song?
No. Watch this. 4-pin goes around the 7 and catches just enough of it. And right out of the gate after commercial, it's a big double for Russo, and the lead is back to 16.
Four-pin got just enough of the 7. Take him down. AJ looking for 4 in a row.
Aces this one.
Needed it. Everybody needs more ham bone in their life.
If you can't get enough cowbell, you have to have enough ham bone.
Gotta have more ham
Just,
bone.
right?
Gotta have more ham bone. This is a slugfest, back and forth these last couple frames. Still 6 pins separating them. Oh, yeah! Tomahawk chop on the 7. 5 in a row for AJ. Next Sunday, the NFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax Live is live on Fox. Trip to Super Bowl 56 in LA on the line. It all kicks off 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. We know the Niners will be there. Two in a row for Russo. Johnson keeps applying the pressure. Matthew is handling it like a grizzled vet. Last year's Rookie of the Year. Looking like he's taking that next step up the PBA food chain.
Man, he really is. How impressive is this performance thus far? And, you know, we saw a lot of this last year with these not so familiar faces starting at the bottom and just climbing their way and clawing their way up the ladder. And Matt Russo is doing just that.
Four-bagger for Russo.
Just, what a match. Well, one of the big reasons why A.J. Johnson is here today is because of Mark Baker and what they worked on. And it was about 10% physical and 90% mental. And what Mark Baker did, he calls it the Baker box. He gave A.J. Johnson a different way to look at the lane and how to get his ball to go through the 8 and the 9 pin when it hits the pocket.
And here we are, midst of a Pabst 6-pack alert. AJ strikes here. He wins $2,000, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly and crack open that 6-pack. Yeah, AJ's thirsty. That's a 2K 6-pack courtesy of PBR. That's not budging from this 6-pin difference between these two the last couple frames. All comes down to the 10th. Double wood, come on.
Yeah, it looked fast and a little to the right. And
Better than that age.
And you heard it right there. It wasn't a good shot.
AJ and EJ Tackett, they drove down together, Randy. Did about a 14-hour straight commute.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the truck might be gassed up and the country music's going to be playing here soon. And they're going to be driving back home. He missed it. Golly, AJ.
Really? Yeah, unforgivable.
Wow.
Just can't make mistakes like that and win.
No, he's not going to win.
He had the big open in the second, then he's on a 6-bagger and opens in the 10th.
My goodness. Says it all. It says it all. He'll be back. We've all been there, AJ, right? One reason or another. We know that. We know that that slouch in a chair or couch while you mumble to yourself.
Okay,
Meanwhile, Matthew Russo gets another strike. And we want to let Maria and Tom and the nation know we've got ourselves another PAP six-pack alert. Matthew strikes here. He wins $1,000, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly. Dear friends at PBR, thank you for this sponsorship. We are loving it. And you are handing out a lot of shekels these last couple nights, and we appreciate it. The pros appreciate it, and we love mentioning PBR six-pack alerts. Crack open another six-pack, Randy. Hand one over to Maria, hand one over to Tom. Matthew's got another win, his third of the afternoon. The 4 seed moves on to your Midwest region title match.
Hey, Rob, you know the previous match? Do you remember how many 7 pins Matthew Russo left?
Oh, it feels like 3-ish, 4-ish, 4?
4. You know how many he left this game?
0?
0.
Kid's figuring it out.
Nice.
Mom and Dad still cheering. This one's over. They don't care, man. You still got a strike. Let's do it. There they are, Maria and Tom. Man, are they getting some FaceTime, huh? For good reason. Matthew Russo, your 4 seed moves on, but hold everything, Matthew. Coming up next, it's our Midwest region title match, uninterrupted, and the leaner and meaner Sean Rash looks to start 2022 with a W. Oh, that's an impressive run.
She's kind of a machine.
It's like a stormtrooper. One goes down, another one comes up.
Yeah.
Another stormtrooper down. Here's another one. Open frame spare, and now a strike for Rash here.
More better.
One more good one.
Former player of the year, down 31, trying to cut into that deficit here in the 4th.
Better strike here. Yeah.
He's figuring it out now, 2 in a row for Rash.
Yeah. You don't strike there and you let Russo get up and throw a couple more, and you might as well just pack it in.
Right. Well, Russo a 235, and then a 223, and then a 259 last game. There's his average.
Oh. You know, we talk a lot about the players that came out of Wichita State and the powerhouse that they've built there. And I think it's not going to be too much longer down the road where you start seeing a lot more of Weber International players coming out of that program, spearheaded by Del Warren and his staff, not to mention the fact that they have access to the best training facility pretty much on the planet.
That's not just male bowlers, that's female bowlers.
Absolutely.
As well. Takes care of the 7-pin. Remember, he had missed one last game. No missing that time, so he remains clean. 3 strikes and a spare. Lead at 20 as we move on to the 5th. Again, this one brought to you uninterrupted.
It seems like the only time he's thrown a bad shot, he's just gone a little high. Left the 2-4-7 in the 5th frame against AJ. Made it. And actually, he's left this leave 4 times now.
Seems like a high number.
It really is. I mean, without splitting, too.
Covers it again. All right, so Rash up, down 17. Working on a pair of strikes, though.
Well, he can take the lead with a strike in the 5th and 6th.
Sorry, I saw him stand up. My fault. I saw someone stand up.
Well, at least it wasn't me that time.
You'll have your opportunity.
You know how he always yells at me.
I kind of like that about Sean.
I'm kidding.
Right? He's not everybody's cup of tea, but he works for me.
I'm kidding, folks. He doesn't yell at me.
Be good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Bro's dialed in right now.
You know, I think what makes this pattern difficult, even when you're using the same ball, Rob, is you have to play 2 completely different angles. You can see how he's going wide right on the right lane, but on the left lane, you got to keep it high and tight.
Left lane is the Dragon, 45 feet long. On the right lane, the Chameleon oil pattern, 39 feet long. Sean moves over to the left now. Trying to slay the Dragon. Second time in a row that he's been impacted by something out there.
There's one, Kyle.
Yeah, we used to see Sean do this quite a bit
Keep your eyes on
a few years back, and hey, you know, if it doesn't feel right, back off and just regroup, go through your pre-shot routine again. Oh, man.
Good shot. He can't throw it that good. Good stroke.
95% of the time on the tour, the 10-pin dropped.
That was really good.
8 pins. 6-3.
Yeah. I just needed one left on that way. I just saw somebody stand up as I was going up, so I didn't know if they were sitting or standing.
Do you think Russo's got him worried at all?
A little bit. I do. Because the kid hasn't been phased at all.
Right.
Right. He like we said, he's been a stormtrooper out there.
Yeah.
He's had that look, that stare every time he steps up. Two-handed lefty style.
Just kind of cyborg-like,
Yeah,
right?
and
It's kind of the same everything. The motion, everything's the same. You haven't seen him run one out and slap it off and turn to the crowd and crotch chop and scream, and you know, he's like real business-like. And
hasn't been in any real danger in any jams
No.
so much. I mean, things were getting tight late with him and Tackett.
Right.
But there weren't too many oh-no moments,
Right.
if any.
He wasn't behind 20 or 30 pins.
Right. The one oh-no moment maybe is when he missed that 7-pin spare and had that open for him. You go, okay, all right, maybe we're seeing a flaw in the pattern here.
Right.
Bounced right back. Able to grow that lead barely here. It's at 7.
I mean, how does he learn this at such a young age? I mean, does Simon Parker have like seances, or does Parker hypnotize him? What's going on there?
Advanced to match play in the 2015 USBC Masters, at least in the match play bracket, and all that success at the amateur level, the collegiate ranks. I don't know what it is. Obviously, he's bowled a lot. Every person out here has bowled a lot, so that's not answering the question exactly.
See it. See it.
I think it's just his DNA, frankly.
Okay.
Right? I mean, I think that's the way I see him.
How many times has he bowled on national television under the bright lights of the PBA Tour?
Right? Well, he's got one title, Jonesboro, last year.
Non-televised.
Right? Was the only rookie to win on the tour last year. Now, Rash needs to make a run here.
Oh my God.
Didn't like it in the 7th, but it's going to curl around and come home.
My goodness.
Can I get a re-rack?
Yeah, Pops will take it. And there's Dad, Gene, on his 73rd birthday.
He absolutely crowbarred that one.
Crowbarred it.
All right, take advantage. Ball in hand. Let's go.
Man, if he carries the hit in the 6, he's got a 5-bagger. We could be cracking open another 6-pack of PBR, and Sean would have himself a nice lead.
Instead, he's down 7 as we start the 8th.
Come on. That was better than that. God, I like that one.
Yeah, it looked fast to me, and then I asked Strike Track, and sure enough, it was a little faster on that lane.
Oh well. Thanks, Bear. That was better than that. That was good.
I think it was fast.
Yeah,
The numbers say it was faster.
that tends to make me believe it was faster then. Numbers don't lie, Randy.
Christus from Kegel, who is our stat guy for Specto and Strike Track, tells us all those great numbers when there's something that sticks out, something that's different.
Fifth strike for Russo. Parents sensing this one's getting closer and closer.
Didn't we kind of talk about this before, where it was like you kind of, it may have been with Matthew, but I mean, it's kind of stages, right? Like, okay, like you win Rookie of the Year, and then you make a couple of shows, and then you finish second, and then you win. You know, you kind of build up to that. It doesn't seem like that anymore. These guys are so good.
Just missing steps, right?
I mean,
they're taking 2 steps at a time.
Rob, when I first started on tour, nobody did that. Nobody came out and beat up the guys, the superstars.
Taking down a future Hall of Famer like Sean Rash,
Yeah.
a future Hall of Famer like E.J. Tackett.
Yeah, that never happened.
Oh, lay off, lay off.
Oh, well.
Hang on.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Yeah,
right.
Hang on.
And that guy knows it.
Don't go anywhere. And now Matthew's looking at the scoreboard.
Now, this is the first time he's seen a fork in the road here. And he needs to figure out what to do.
He's got to get it over here to that side of the 2-pin, throw it over into the 6 and the 10. So basically just cutting that 2 across, and the ball will take out the 4 and the 7.
Needs the 2-pin to do some heavy lifting on this one.
Watch him make it.
Feeling healthy, feeling strong. And he just didn't go his way today. Not the last you've heard from Sean Rash this season. Not by a long shot.
Shot here.
Well, I mean, he can strike out and shoot 217. And Matthew Russo strikes spare, shoots 220. It's not mathematically
for sure.
over. Sean needs to strike out. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, if I was him, I'd really be PO'd, and I know he is.
Yeah, he is. He's got that taken care of, Randy.
Yeah. Left.
Out right through the nose.
Yeah, left of left, and it's pretty much over now.
I think Sean had a feeling this one was over. About a
3 for
frame-
3.
Frame and a half
Integrity
ago.
one day. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a shit.
Apologize for the language there. That is Sean. Being Sean. That's nothing against Russo. That is just mad at himself.
Well, he's mad at a couple other things.
Yeah. Yes.
Namely, losing to a left-hander. That doesn't sit well with him.
Get over that.
And probably losing to basically
Well, we've seen this before. He knows how to tackle this one.
Whoa, hang on a minute.
Right?
He hasn't lost. Sean hasn't lost yet. He has to make it.
Wow.
Here we wrote him off,
He had this in the 9th.
and Russo leaves the 2, 4, 6, 7, 10 again. He's got to make.
Second straight frame in a row he's left this.
Are you kidding me?
He dropped it in the 9th, though.
This may be the biggest gift Sean Rash has ever received in the sport of bowling right here. Unbelievable.
If Russo can't cover it. And he doesn't. And he doesn't even come close
How
to
about that?
covering it.
He takes the 4-pin straight back. Rash
Oh my
wins.
goodness, Sean Rash, the 1 seeds. Sweep continues. Are you kidding me? A 207, 201. That's it, Sean, you won.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Yep. Bingo. And there is Dad, Gene. That is an unexpected 73rd birthday gift.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
My goodness.
Great ball. Nothing against you. I hope you know that. I understand. Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Take the hardware, kid. Didn't think you were going to have it, did you?
Well, that one cost me a few bucks, but I don't care. It's my family at home. Elaine, I miss you and I love you so much.
So 3 of our 5 slots have now been filled for next weekend's PBA Players Championship Finals. Live primetime here on FS1. And they're all 1 seeds. Fa, Jones, and Sean Rash winning the Midwest. And here is Sean live with Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Rob. So, Sean, a lot of emotions going on during this match. I think a lot of people, including yourself, didn't think you were going to walk away with this win. Talk about those emotions right now.
Yeah, I didn't make a very good shot to start the match, and then I didn't throw a very good shot in the 11th. Matt bowled a phenomenal game, bowled a great match all the way through the whole day. A lot of emotions, like you said. It's my dad's 73rd birthday. Couldn't be more proud to have him here with me. Last time we were together, I won my 17th title back in Virginia. And then I had a scare at home. I had a medical emergency from my baby girl, and I'm just glad she's home. And I've got an amazing wife that, yeah.
Sending well wishes to your daughter and your family. Congratulations on advancing to the Players Championship Finals.
I'm coming home, girls. See you tomorrow.
Dad will be coming home, but he's going to be coming back to Texas next weekend as well. Sean Rash able to move on. Coming up next here on FS1, it is the Southwest Region Finals. You take a look at the 5 seeded players there representing 4 different countries. Dom Barrett, your 1 seed. Will we see a 1 seed survive and advance again? It was a gutty performance from Matthew Russo from the 4 spot.
able to win 3 straight matches. Looked like he had the Midwest region title in his hands. An issue in the 10th, and Sean Rash steals it 207-201. Rash moves on from the Midwest, but we're not done yet today here. It's the Southwest from the PBA Players Championship next.